When you're eating, what happens is a hunger hormone has been released called ghrelin, tells you that you're hungry, your stomach's empty, you sit down to eat. As you're eating, from when you take the first bite, there's a hormone called leptin that's released, and that takes time to tell your brain when you're full. So if you're shoveling loads of food down as quickly as you can, you're on a tight schedule, whatever, the chances are is that you're going to be over full when you've eaten your meal, and thus you will have consumed too many calories. You've got too much energy in there, too much energy, so much so that you're going to struggle to burn all of that off by the end of the day. So a top tip is just take time with your food. You sit down and you relax and you savor every bite. If you're really struggling, perhaps put your knife and fork down, and after 30 seconds, pick your knife and fork back up after you've chewed your food and take another bite. Really enjoy the moment, and that's going to give the leptin the amount of time that it needs to tell your brain that you're full. And once you do feel full, have a look at your plate. Is there anything left? And if there is, perhaps use it in an omelette the next day. Most things can be put into an omelette. And omelettes are really, really good for satiety. They sustain you until lunchtime, or save the food for another meal or whatever. And just be mindful of how much you've got left over after you feel full, so that when you prepare your next meal, you don't prepare too much food. Or you could prepare too much food and just be mindful of the fact that actually I'm going to leave some of that food and I'm going to use it in a meal the next day, and that will save you some time for meal preparation, and it's just more economical to do it. Leptin and ghrelin are much more complicated than that. Just slow down with your eating and just be mindful of how much you've got on your plate and how much you actually need. If you've got a problem with your eating, maybe you want to change your habits, just put something in the comments below. Let me know what it is. Cheers. Bye-bye.